Hello there, welcome to the second episode of the AG podcast.
Hello, everybody.
We have a special guest with us today, and he's just answering the call now. So
We're very technologically advanced on
there
this
we
podcast.
go. Welcome to our special guest, Craig, or AG Emre United 36, as he's known on the site. Welcome, Craig.
Welcome.
Hello.
In this episode, we'll be talking about the leagues that have finally finished, so we'll be covering those critically. What happened in the Fantasy League, who won, who went up, who went down. What happened in the end of the Tiger Woods Tour, that's finished, and sadly there'll be no Season 3 due to nobody signing up to it. That's a shame. But we'll be covering what's going on in Season 2. In real life news, we'll be talking about the recent World Cup qualifiers. We'll be talking about the final days of the transfer window, and to finish we'll be having an interview with our special guest Craig.
Very good. Okay. So I guess welcome as we do, or as we're going to do, to all the new members who've joined the site.
Yep, we have JC Boy, Fallen and Fordering Ghost Hunter who look to take part in our grid scene, so welcome.
Hi guys.
And also Reethan 717 who will be joining IKEA for the club's season.
And who will be minimally involved in everything else due to the fact he has a kid. And I guess that's kind of important. Maybe. A lot of you have kids though, so you know, well, quite a few. So, and you get by. We'll get them to do stuff, don't worry.
Considering he disappears during our club games, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get cracking with the leagues.
Just a quick summary, because we summed up quite a bit last time, so just...
Yeah, and for the most part, I think leagues had either been won or a lot of things had been decided, but I guess there was the relegation playoffs for some of the big matches. So, so Club League 1.
Dan wins by 1 point over Ash, as we covered in the last podcast. But the main situation in Club League 1 is the relegation battle between the 5 players that were involved. And Dazzler and Dross went down, and the relegation playoff was between Bring It and Steed, and I'll let Steed say what happened.
Well, I did have a chance to completely avoid the relegation playoffs, but I slipped up against Dazzler, so it was me versus Bring It, and happily for me anyway, I came out a 4-1 winner. So, but it was a tough match. I went with a slightly different formation than I'm overly comfortable with, but it worked out in the end. So commiserations to Bring It, because it's not a nice way to have to get relegated, you know, after you finished. Did you finish a point above me, I think? So that is... Yeah, so that is a tough way to go down, but I'm sure he'll be right back up the top of Club League 2 come FIFA 14, so no worries there.
On the subject of Club League 2, KK surprisingly won, considering
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, congratulations to KK. Congratulations on winning Club League 2 and joining the big guys in Club League 1. Reese does get second place though, but he did have 2 games in hand over KK, which is surprising how he finished second. As Dan would put it, the old butter job was there, so... yeah. But we're interested to see how Reese handles the Club League 1, considering he hasn't actually been in Club League 1 yet. So.
Yeah, if you get yourself a decent enough team, you've got a pretty good chance. So, but they all end up being pretty even in the end anyway. So it's just about how you play.
The playoffs, the promotion playoff, was between Ash Cohen, who was relegated last season, so he's looking to bounce back, and Macadam, who I don't think has been in Club League 1 before. So it'd be interesting to see if he goes through, how he handles the pressure of Club League 1. And relegation-wise, we have Dazza and AG Louis Spur being relegated. Congratulations to them. And joining them will either be Vince or Faraz.
Oh, so that match still pending.
I have no idea if it's played or not because I can't get access.
I think most of the games were due to be played yesterday. So if someone would like to confirm otherwise, so. Someone's happy and someone's not so happy. So
yeah. And in Club League 3, we have Sparky, who wins by 12 points over Danny CTRD. And the fact that he had a plus 70 goal difference is ridiculous.
Oh, that's monstrous. Yeah, fair play there. Yeah, Sparky's a strong player, so I don't think he's meant for Club League 3. So
Yeah, they weren't made for it. In the playoffs, we have Osh, Cows, Toza, and Destroyer all fighting out. Destroyer managing to sneak that last place 1 point above Bodgenator, so very tight at the end there.
yeah, it should be interesting.
Craig, also in Club League 3, would you like to give your thoughts on your season, Craig? Or?
Yeah, it was an interesting season. I think I learned a lot from season before. I was a bit frustrated the season before, kept getting beaten by stupid amounts. Hence probably why I got kicked off. But this season I've stayed with it, even though I have took a few, how can you say, beatings out of my hands. That's probably why Sparky had such a big goal difference. He did score quite a few against me, as did most of the other teams. But I think it's just a learning curve, really again. Just got to try and play a bit more and hopefully do a bit better next season.
Yeah, definitely. It is about just playing as many games as you can, and so many of these people who are on the side have just been playing FIFA for years and years and have, 1,000 games plus under their belt. So, and they're comfortable with their formations and their teams. So, there's no shame in wherever you finish in the league, because this side overall is a pretty competitive one. So,
yeah, I mean, I play a lot in the pro clubs with obviously AG Louis, Spur, and Ash Cohen. But obviously I need to be playing a bit more on my own just to get used to it. But to be honest, I'm going to be a bit restricted to play as often as I do, because I've got a baby on the way. So,
congratulations!
Congrats, mate.
Cheers, mate. So that's due around January time. So at the moment I'm getting in as many games as I can while I got the peace and quiet. But come January, it's going to be a bit hectic.
While the girlfriend or wife sleeps it all off.
Yeah, she's the wife has baths and sleeps quite a bit. So while she's doing that, I'm on FIFA getting some practice in.
Best time, really.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've also got international leagues have also been completed.
Yeah, International League 1. I managed to go unbeaten. I've joined the group. Fantastic.
Very good. That's quite the achievement, even considering the team you have, who have the almighty Royce and everybody else.
Yeah,
but
Royce and Podolski, fantastic partnership up front.
Yeah, but to go undefeated in the International League 1 versus the caliber of players who are in each league, so that's very good.
Like you and Dan, Ash, Storm, very good players in that league.
Exactly. So congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Going down to International League 2, we have Bring It and... Is there more?
You're discussing the relegation?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then. I apologise. Go ahead.
Bring It and Lost. Sadly, we'll be spending next season in International League 2, and then the relegation playoff is between Big Ash and Storm.
Yeah, and that's actually been played. And
okay.
Storm beat Ash 2-1, so Ash will be joining Bring It and Lost in League 2.
Okay, sorry guys.
So
and then in
congratulations to Ash, but I'm sure he's got the caliber to bounce straight back up if he gets a decent team.
Of course. Yeah, he's quite the player these days. And then in International League 2, going up to League 1, our Worm came out on top, and Aaron as well. So both of them get the automatic promotion places.
In the actual playoffs themselves, we have KK, Vince, Big B and Ash all battling out for that final place. Again, no idea if they've been played or not. We can't get access to the forum. But good luck if they haven't been played, and congratulations if they have. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's okay. We can work with that. It's fine. So,
Fantasy League now.
Yeah, we missed out on this one last time, so sorry anyone who was preparing to hear about that, but Wayne's going to do quite a bit, being that he's in the league, so we'll all listen in.
We're still being paid at the last recording, so we can let that one slip, I think. But they finished now, and in League 1, Aaron wins League 1 again. He finished 1 point above a kid, so congratulations to Aaron. Ash finished third, and closely behind him was me and Dan. But due to goal difference, I finished fifth, and we're into the relegation playoff against Jay, which I sadly lost. So I've been relegated.
Oh.
But that happens. Everyone has bad seasons. And to be fair, the last time I got relegated, I won League 2 and I won League 1 in International, so I'm hoping to do the same in Fantasy League.
Silver linings.
Exactly.
And with the teams everyone has, there's always going to be upsets, so you're going to see players who do quite well in the regular career leagues having a tougher time of it. So
The huge thing about it is the fact that players change quite often. And it's half of the fun of the fantasy league. You can change players here and there, buy players and sell players.
Lots of Harry Redknapp style wheeling and dealing.
Pretty much, yeah. I think Aaron probably was Mr. Harry Redknapp himself, changing players whenever he could, really. And obviously, he done the best business because it won him the league.
Yeah. And then
League 2. Yeah, League 2. We have Rizzy, who called it ages ago. So Rizzy going by a lottery ticket because Magoo wins League 2 and he gains promotion along with Rocheyy, who finished 2 points behind him. And in the playoffs, we saw Bring It face Big B and Bring It won. And in the second playoff, we saw Louis Spur face Dazza and Dazza won. So the player finals, he sees Bring It versus Dazza. That game's still to be played, so good luck to both of you. And good luck to whoever actually wins in League 1 next season. Rizzy actually lost out on goal difference on a playoff place, so unlucky to him. And finally, there's Kaz, who finished bottom and gets the wooden spoon.
And yeah, so that's going to be the end of the career leagues as far as FIFA 13 goes. So
just a little announcement. Well done to Ash, who picked up the first ever Fantasy League Cup. So he's got that history of being the first ever league champion or League Cup champion. So well done, Ash.
Yeah, so with the end of the career leagues now, we're all just waiting for the release of FIFA 14.
Yeah, which is in a few weeks. The demo is out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, oh god, there goes everybody's time. Yeah. There goes the whole week.
I'm at work, so I'll be downloading it, and hopefully it'll be done by the time I come back.
While we all play like 3-minute matches about 200 times before the full game gets released.
Yeah, pretty much. You looking forward to FIFA 14, Craig?
Yeah, looking forward to it coming out. Obviously, get a few goals at it before the baby turns up, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It looks a bit better than 13. Hopefully, it'll be a bit better with lag that we get as a team on Nexus, but hopefully the changes they've made with regarding when a player's offside, the ref just plays on if there's an advantage instead of just blowing up all the time.
Yeah, they do tend to be a bit whistle happy, but I think as well the lag is just symptomatic of the pro clubs friendlies mode. I think they just kind of overlooked it, so it seems that nobody's really free. Like as long as there's more than 5 or 6 players, if one person's connection seems to be slightly off, then everybody else suffers. So hopefully they find a fix for that, or they actually pay attention to it if they're good at listening to feedback.
This is EA. They're not going to listen to feedback.
Yeah, they just want all the money, all the Ultimate Team money, and then on to FIFA 15. Everyone excited? Yeah,
fantastic.
Can't wait.
Alright, so we're going to shift. We're still Stone Age, but shift slightly to the golf scene and
Tiger Woods.
I'm guessing I'll take most of this considering I took part in it.
Yeah, and also just golf. I just have no idea.
I thought the Irish like golf.
I don't know. It seems that all the Irish players are technically Northern Irish, so we kind of half claim them. Okay. So I'll cheer for Europe during the Ryder Cup, but that's about it. So
yeah,
I did have a great game of mini golf though last week, and I beat my girlfriend. So take that, Aoife. You're not listening, and you'll never hear this, but I relished my 3 holes in one in the space of 5 holes.
I'm linked to this podcast, you know that now.
I did fall to my knees in celebration. It was a big moment for me.
The Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Anyways, season 2, yeah. It's finished, and we see, speaking of Tiger Woods, we have our own Tiger Woods in the form of Wizzy Fox, who takes the trophy in season 2, so congratulations, Wizzy. But again, hot on his heels was MAG00, who again pushed him all the way through the season, and they had a really good battle, and it's a very good rivalry actually developing in Tiger Woods between them two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Third place is Bodgenator, who finishes 5 shots of MAG00, I think it was, or 4.5. And then there's a huge gap between third and fourth of like 15 shots. I was fourth actually, so yeah.
Hey, you got all those putts.
Yeah, all the birdies and eagles.
And other bird names. Hey.
I actually finished half a shot ahead of Togo. We finished 5th, so it's close. It's a very close finish before us two. So, but I don't get half a shot. When it's ever been half a shot in golf, we usually sort that out for Tiger 15. 6th place is Dan, who would have been a dark horse in my eyes for season 3, but considering that's not going ahead now, he'll have to wait until Tiger 15 before he gets a chance. 7th place was Saucer Set. 8th was Rex, who was a shot and a half behind Saucer Set, and picking up, I'm guessing, the wooden club in this case would be Worm, who finishes bottom. So congratulations, Worm. Keep the ball out of the water. Good idea.
Stick to the FIFA. No,
Yeah.
it's all fun. It's okay.
MAG00 shot the lowest overall average score on a course, which was 56.5 in the first round. So Rizzy, give him some sculo or something, or medal, or something like that. He deserves it. 56.5, very good score. Just a quick shout out. This week we have Battlefield on Wednesday. We'd love to see a 16-man lobby. Cal suggested we do a squad team deathmatch, so jump on Wednesday, be a fantastic night. And on Saturday is Black Ops 2. So everyone will be shopping at Tomahawks and bankrupting everyone in Sticks and Stones, aka Kid and Roach.
Well, I've been watching the Optic Clan on Twitch TV, so I'm picking up some tips. So I might have to get myself involved. And Battlefield 2, if I haven't gone and deleted that ginormous update that took 6 hours.
Battlefield 2?
Or Battlefield 3 even. See, I'm up to date with all these games.
Yeah, I can tell. You a big fan of shoot 'em ups, Craig, or not your scene?
Call of Duty Black Ops 2 I've actually got, but I haven't played much of it. Used to play a lot of Medal of Honor on PS2.
What a game.
But
Those are the days.
Yeah, those are the days, yeah.
Will we see you on Saturday, Craig, or?
No, we won't see me on Saturday. I'm in work Saturday.
Okay.
Getting in the way.
We'll cover personal details in the interview, no doubt. So we'll find out what you do in your spare time.
Okay.
And so I just also want to draw people's attention to, okay, so the site, obviously we play all the games, FIFA being the main one, and then we have the other ones you just mentioned. But for those of you who don't browse the entire site, just to draw your attention to the fact that people work hard on doing things like reviews for the site. So the most recent reviews we have are for Killer is Dead and Saints Row 4, so they're up there. So if you just go into Absolute Gaming .info or .co.uk on the homepage, instead of just going straight to the forums, you can find them there. So Killer is Dead reviewed by Neil363, who I thought was long lost, but he's clearly still hanging around a bit. And then also for people who haven't done it, get onto Facebook or Twitter and give Absolute Gaming a like. And we'll try to be more proactive and communicating with each other all the time in nice social media ways.
Yeah, it's facebook.com/Absolute Gaming, I think, on Facebook, and @Absolute Gaming on Twitter.
Yeah, and the more we talk about it, the more attention it gets, so the more new people we might see on the site. So probably the more people, the better. So new people to play and more participants for the likes of Call of Duty and Battlefield, and whatever else anyone wants to play. If anyone has any suggestions or preferences.
For us, for a community, it's good to get to know who is in your community in a more personal basis than just banter on the site. And
Exactly, we'll try.
Facebook and Twitter is the perfect way to do it.
And also now that we have the podcast as well, just get as many people on as we can to interview and just mention as well. So you'll get to know everybody at some point.
Vegas our first test.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. After we interviewed each other last week or the week before.
Yeah, week before.
Okay, so I think we'll talk about some real football because we're in the middle of the World Cup qualifiers at the moment. So I think we've got all the home nations are going to be playing tomorrow night.
Yeah. England on Friday, so England are also going to win the World Cup.
Yeah, clearly. Boy, had some.
As long as you've practiced
all the
penalties,
way.
yeah.
What was that, Mike?
I said as long as England have been practicing their penalties, yeah, it should be problem.
Dirty penalties. Oh dear.
Yeah, so England played, who was it, Macedonia?
Moldova.
Or Montenegro? Moldova, oh god.
Won 4-0.
Very comfortable, and actually a proper tough test tomorrow against Ukraine.
That'll be a tough game. They're sitting a point behind us as well in the league, so
that might go some way to deciding who actually comes top of the group, and should England actually only finish second, then they will be forced to do a two-legged playoff and potentially against Capello. So that could be interesting to see.
Yeah, it would be very interesting.
And for the other four, also known as Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and the Republic of Ireland, who languished mid-table in all their groups, as per qualifiers of recent years.
Well, Wales and Scotland linger bottom of their league, so.
Yeah. Wales are second from bottom, Scotland are bottom. So, as a Welshman, we have got no chance.
Even with the superior Gareth Bale on your team.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't boast the most expensive player in the world in your team. So.
Yeah, but what's the point of having the most expensive player and leave him on the bench?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was on the bench for the last game and didn't bother using him. So
I think in his defence, he may have had an injury. So, and I don't think Real Madrid are willing to let him be played. Should there even be the slightest hint that he could pull a hamstring, because there's €100 million sitting on the doctor's table for the start of the season. So,
yeah, I think he's going to play tomorrow night, though.
Well, that should give all the Welsh people something to smile about.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
I can smile a little bit.
Northern Ireland, I guess, put up a decent fight against Portugal. I think they lost 4-2 in the end.
Yeah, Ronaldo grabbed himself a hat-trick, so...
As you do when you're the second most expensive player in the world.
Yep.
He's forever second. He's forever second now, isn't he?
Yep, unless Man U decide to buy him for like 100 million or whatever.
101 million euro.
Yeah, whatever Ronaldo's looking to do when he decides to leave Madrid, if he decides to leave Madrid, that is.
And then Republic of Ireland ballsed up their chances of qualification with a 2-1 defeat to Sweden at the Aviva Stadium. So we've got Austria tomorrow, and then followed by Germany, and then someone like Kazakhstan.
I'll leave that to you, considering you're a Dublin man yourself. So
yeah, well, we play shocking football. I think Ireland are possibly the most boring team I've ever watched. It's a travesty to watch. And I know Trapattoni, for all his history of winning trophies and being a great manager, he's not kept up with the changes in football. We play a pretty rigid 4-4-2, and we like to kick it long from the back to our 5'10" strikers. So, but at the same time, if we beat Austria, and Austria could do us a favour and beat Sweden, I think all three teams would once again be level on points. But then it would probably require earning at least a point against Germany in Germany, which after we lost 6-0 at home probably isn't very likely. So we'll be looking.
Football's a funny game.
So all of Ireland will basically be looking to hope England get knocked out of the World Cup next year, and that will be our fun for the summer.
Yeah, it will. I'm gonna have to avoid you for a few weeks if that happens.
Yeah, well, sure. We like England getting knocked out, and then we go back to supporting all our English teams. So
exactly. Give a little shout to my other country of Italy, who won 1-0 against Bulgaria. Well on Girardino, great goal sign.
Okay, and
With 7
also
points
have
for both Bulgaria. So.
yeah. So moving on from the World Cup, we also had the end of the transfer window, which was very exciting. Lots of movement, lots of movement.
For some teams, it was exciting. For other teams, not so much.
Yeah, some teams called Manchester United, not so much.
Craig.
Yeah, Fellaini, woohoo!
Yeah, world beaters.
Who else did we have? Oh yeah, nobody.
Well, he was going to Connor and then Madrid went no, and then the government were like, okay, Madrid say no, we say no.
You were going to have Ozil and then Herrera, and then you got Fellaini. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
all due to one person.
He's all elbows and afros, so yeah, get prepared for that. Yeah. But the real winners were probably Arsenal, possibly. We give that over to Wayne there.
Yep, Ozil. It was funny because we had Sango, we had Fellaini. It was like, will we actually get a decent player? Out of the blue, Ozil, Wenger, you're putting back my support. Not only by a little bit, but you're putting it back. Keep bringing them placings on, and supporters will come back to you.
Yeah, well, he needs to do something, doesn't he, before he hangs up his managerial post at the end of the season.
He's been given a deal because he bought Ozil, so he ain't going just yet. Sad.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much Ozil brings to the team. Obviously, he is a world-class player, but will he be the difference? And obviously, Arsenal probably can't look much further than fourth, so they're probably in a race with Spurs for that position. And Liverpool may be thereabouts, but that's a bit up in the air at the moment.
How did your transfer window go?
Obviously, we made some astute signings. Mignolet is looking like a very good keeper. We've got Kolo Touré, and on the last day we ended up with Victor Moses, Thiago Ilori from Sporting Lisbon, who interestingly was clocked at running faster than Cristiano Ronaldo back when he played for Lisbon. So for a centre back, that's no bad trait to have. And then we also got Sakho from PSG, who I don't really know much about, but for all accounts is a very good left-footed defender. So whether he plays alongside Agger or is fighting for Agger's position, while Touré and Skrtel battle it out for the other one. But also keeping Suarez obviously was a huge coup for the transfer window, because it looked for all the world that he was definitely going to be heading away. But keeping him once he comes back after, I think he's got about 2 or 3 games left of his suspension. So not that he's going to take Sturridge's position anytime. He's been bang on form, but he's going to be great to have back. So fire the races.
And Aspas and Teresa Burr.
Exactly, yeah. Both been solid players. Probably will become squad players. Well, Aspas has started all 3 of the Premier League games, but I can see Suarez taking his position, and Alberto's done a good job coming off the bench. So yeah, so it should be good.
Plus also you got rid of dead weight of Stuart Down.
Oh god, yeah, so much. I think West Ham for some reason just decided to have Liverpool love in and snap up Carroll and Downing for I think £21 million combined, which is a fantastic amount to get back considering what we paid.
I'm sure Vince is crying and he's
maybe they'll just Stuart Downing whipping balls in for Andy Carroll. That's the way it was supposed. That was the plan. That was the Kenny Dalglish master plan. So we'll see if Sam Allardyce can make it actually happen.
Alright, now to finish, we're gonna have a little interview with Craig. So
cool. Hey.
Yeah. Hello, Craig.
Okay.
Also, your name's Craig. Your age?
I am 36.
It makes sense in your game tag. Your job?
I am a store manager for Tesco's Express.
In what part of Wales?
In it's a little town called Tree Thomas. It's in Caerphilly.
Okay.
So anyone who lives around there, go into Tesco and say hi.
Yeah, come in, say hello. Spend your money.
Pays wages.
As you've mentioned, you have a child on the way. Do you know gender, or is that being kept until the birth?
No, we don't know the gender. We've decided that we don't want to know until the birth, so it's a nice surprise when it happens then.
Do you have any preference?
I'd like a boy, but as long as it comes out fit and healthy, I don't really mind, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good way.
But it will be a United supporter, and it will be a big follower of the Welsh rugby team as well.
Yeah, true. Do you have any names? Spoke about any names for either gender? Or?
Yeah, we have got 2 names in mind for both a boy and a girl. Boy's name is Dylan, and the girl's name is Jennifer.
Oh, cool.
So
very nice. Yeah, keep us updated on how that goes. I'm sure we'll all be very keen to know when it actually happens. So even if you're not playing on the side as much, just make sure you're still around saying hello.
Yeah, will do.
How did your season with Nexus go in the Clubs League? In your eyes?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, we thought we'd do a lot better than what we did. As I said earlier, there was quite a few lag issues, but obviously that can't be helped. I mean, every team has the same problem.
True.
But we had a couple of new players to the team, so it's just a case of just building out for next season now and getting them embedded and getting them to thinking of our logic and that and how we play the game. It's all we focus our game on pass and move and just trying to keep the ball going around and trying to create space, it has been working. We find that we do a lot better in the friendlies than we do in the actual league games. So we just got to
saw Nexus were king of the hill at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, we were. I think we beat Thunder Ducks. I think it was. And then was that a grunt to see your part of the Thunder Ducks or?
I am previously a Thunder Ducks member, so I can only imagine that I may have been involved in that match, though I can't remember at this point.
No, it was a good game. It was nice to actually win a game and actually be king of the hill, and then we got knocked off that spot by I think it was Juventus. I think it was.
Hello. Now extinct club.
Yep.
Yeah, so no, we'll keep trying. I'm sure between Ash and AG Louis, we'll come good eventually, and hopefully it'll happen next season.
You never know what could happen in a season, mate. Just keep pushing, and you never know, you could be fighting for that trophy next season.
I certainly hope so, mate.
Or have a decent cup run.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so we can end it there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for Craig for joining us.
No problem.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for inviting me.
No worries, mate. Well,
No worries.
Louis Spur. Louis Spur suggested you, so.
Yeah, no, I'll be able to chat to him later and thanking him for that.
Alright. I'm sure Marcus will award you a Scudo. I think that's what you said anyways.
Okay.
So, any comments or suggestions, please leave in the thread. And we'll catch you all in 2 weeks. Take care. Adios.
See you guys.
Cheers. Bye-bye.